The Indian team will be playing after a gap of 7 days, and they are going to be playing against a team that they don't have a favorable record against in ICC tournaments. Let's talk all about India and New Zealand at Timeout with Sports Adda. The
We've just
showstoppers are
lost.
back.
We've just lost a 50,000 fans, Akhil. When you mentioned India don't have a favorable record against New Zealand.
Well, they've been the bogey team for the Indian team. I'm sure within the New Zealand team, they must be talking themselves up by showing these stats where they are actually having a favorable record against India, similar to how India has against Pakistan in ICC tournaments.
Yeah, we've looked at it. We've looked at it. I mean, it's all in history, Akhil. What's
Hmm.
happened? What's happened yesterday? What's happened 2 days ago? A year before? All that history doesn't matter. What It's a fresh day. The sun's come out nice and crisp just now. Going to be a cracking game. Absolutely a cracking and a very crucial game, Akhil. This one.
Absolutely, and my logic, my reasoning, Arun, was also is that when teams usually play against teams where they have favorable records, and that has happened in the last 3 years twice, if you remember, the semi-finals of the 2019 championship and the World Test Championship final, where two crucial encounters, New Zealand had framed the right strategy and managed to outwit the Indians. And a
Yeah.
lot of the players are common there. We had the best team possible for India in both the matches. Jasprit Bumrah, the thinker MS Dhoni was there in the 2019. So New Zealand have managed to get past the best that we've had to offer. India has had to offer. So it's a tricky one, and I'm hoping that India can turn it around.
Fresh day. I'm always okay. I'm going to give Indian fans hope. Look, this
Hmm.
tournament's all about ending those streaks, if you know what I mean. India
Yes.
had that streak against Pakistan, it ended. England had never beaten West Indies in a T20 World Cup match, that ended.
Good one.
Afghanistan had won 13 or 15 or 16 matches, consecutively in the UAE. That ended.
Yeah.
So yeah, streaks are ending, and I'm hopeful today one more streak will end, which is
Good.
India not winning against New Zealand in the ICC tournament. We actually got the list of that, those matches that you referred to. Uh,
Sure.
I'm just in this century, we met quite a few times, Akhil, in ICC tournament. We meaning India and New Zealand, and India
Yeah.
have got just that one win in 2003 World Cup. But other than that, in one, two, three, four, in seven matches, seven meetings in the ICC events, it's all been New Zealand. So you're
Hmm.
right. But fresh day, fresh start. Go India.
Well, both teams have also been coming off a loss against a common opponent, Pakistan. Everybody has been talking up Pakistan's chances, but I'm a little surprised how people have just not been talking too much about India. I mean, we've India has just played one game so far in the World Cup. It's not that fortunes have changed just because of one loss. The team is still strong. There are enough class players in the team. Jasprit Bumrah is still a threat. It's not like just because one game we couldn't win or we couldn't pick up a wicket that the threat is gone away. So, any key matchups, any particular matchups that we can look forward to, Arun?
Uh, I mean, there shouldn't be matchups, Akhil. But here's what I want to say. If we look at that group, Akhil, before we get into individuals, couple of things we've
Yeah.
got to address. Why are we saying this match is crucial? If you look at that group, the group in which India is in, which is Group Two, look at the teams there, Akhil. That's the problem. Why are we calling
Hmm.
this a really crucial match? Because the more fancy teams in that group are Pakistan, New Zealand, and India. And Pakistan have one foot in the semi-finals after their resounding wins. Uh, Now it's left to New Zealand and India and possibly Afghanistan to fight it
Yeah.
out for that second semi-final spot. So whoever wins today will have an edge over the other two. So
Yeah.
that's why this game becomes really, really crucial.
Well, very true. Both the teams know that also. I mean, they'll be well prepared. Uh, there's been a lot of talk about Hardik Pandya, and I'll address that. We'll talk about him at very briefly going ahead. But any changes that you envisage to the Indian team, we'll just have a chat about that.
No, honestly, no. And all all the chat, all the news coming out from the Indian camp is that Hardik is very close to bowling again. He might just start bowling one over tonight. You never know. So if that's the case, you've got to interpret that as the Indian team saying we're not going to make any changes. I mean, if at all, who's a reserve batsman? We're looking at a Ishan Kishan, and I don't know if they want to bring in Ishan Kishan for a number 6, number 7 position. Not
Correct.
at the moment. Ishan Kishan's utility, and in his own words, Virat Kohli told him he was an opener. So I
Opener.
don't
Yeah.
see a change happening. And wouldn't be fair to drop a Varun Chakravarti or a Ashwin after that one game. If there's one change I'd probably look at a Shardul Thakur in place of Bhuvneshwar Kumar. Again, it's a knee-jerk reaction. People might call this a knee-jerk reaction, but it's not. Bhuvi's not actually being able to, swing the ball. That that magic isn't happening. So, and Shardul's high on confidence. So, if at all, I'd look at that one change.
Fair enough. And on the New Zealand front, they've also played only one game so far. It's not like they've had a disastrous result. They competed for a while actually. Uh, Again, they will be hoping that the toss is going to be very crucial. So both the teams will be hoping for that. But any changes in the New Zealand team?
There's a lot of chat, Akhil. I've got to be honest. I've been at the venue. There's a lot of chat about the toss, but the toss hasn't presented any team with an undue advantage. No. It's all about either being blown away, as we saw yesterday. The
Hmm.
Australian batsmen are absolutely blown away by some
Yeah.
high class bowling at the top and some, lots of positive intent later on by the English batsmen. So it's not like the toss is impacting anybody. There hasn't been too much due as well. So no, I wouldn't give too much importance to the toss. It's about how India play. You cannot, like it happened in that Pakistan game. You cannot be blown away. You can't lose Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul early on. You can't lose 3 wickets in the power play. No chance. You stand no chance of coming back. Uh, Play well, bat well. Do what you can do well, and you will compete in the contest.
Okay. Any changes in the New Zealand team that you think of? I mean, I think they have enough firepower. They played Saudi and bowled both in the last game. Both of them are experienced performers, having bowled well against India. So give Saudi one more go or get one quick bowler in instead of him.
No, no. I don't know if he can. I don't know if he've got a New Zealand lineup available. Okay, but either way, I think that New Zealand bowling attack is good. Akhil, why would you want to tinker with the Trent Bolt, Tim Saudi? The other two names that I'll bring up, don't be surprised. I mean, Ish Sodhi and Mitchell Santner, they kind of just show up when it's India, I think. I mean, who's picked up the most wickets in India against India, Akhil, in T20Is? I mean, you'd be surprised. You'd be stumped almost. Look at this. Ish Sodhi
Wow.
tops the list, Akhil, and Mitchell Santner's not too far behind. You remember that spell against India in the last
Nagpur,
World Cup?
yeah. Very much remember that. They got all the big wickets there. Again, India were blown away and we couldn't do much. I mean, we were playing on a spinning wicket, and the team just got blown away by these two spinners. You're right. I mean, these are stats nobody would have thought of. I would have imagined it's either somebody like an Adam Zampa or Adil Rashid, who India plays so often. But
Or a
Ish
Malinga.
Sodhi,
I'm surprised not to see a Malinga in that list.
yeah. So interesting there, and he's also has a favorable matchup against Virat Kohli, isn't it?
A lot of them. Some of the head-to-heads, unbelievable. I mean, it's a very small sample size, yes. But look at the head-to-heads of Ish Sodhi and like a Mitch Santner or a Trent Bolt. Look at this. Sodhi
Nice.
versus Virat Kohli, two dismissals in 31 balls. Sodhi versus KL Rahul, two dismissals in 37 balls. Uh, Trent Bolt against Rohit Sharma, two dismissals in 11 balls. Uh,
Wow.
so yeah, I mean, some really key contests. The one you've got to watch out for really at the start. I mean, at least at the start, given what happened in that India-Pakistan game, is Trent Bolt
Yeah.
against the Indian openers.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
You
read
can
an interview.
expect the broadcaster to almost throw in that first wicket, the first couple of the Rohit Sharma KL wickets in the first over. Those two balls are stunning, absolutely stunning. So can expect Trent Bolt to do at times something similar.
I read an interview Trent Bolt was giving, and he said exactly the same thing, saying that he saw those two deliveries that Shaheen Afridi bowled, and he said he was encouraged to see some kind of swing happening there, and he's happy. He said that the thought has been planted in the Indian batter's mind now that the ball can swing back, and I'm hoping that I get a little bit of swing. So it's going to be a
There,
real battle.
there is swing, Akhil. There is definitely swing. Even last night, Mitchell Stark's first couple of deliveries swung.
Yeah.
So there is swing available, even if it's just for the first over or the second over, and that's when Trent Paul will look to exploit whatever is available and get the better of those two outstanding openers. I mean, really two men in form, but yeah, we'll see. Promises to be a good contest.
Okay, also a big favorite of yours is playing today, and I know that Jasprit Bumrah versus Kane Williamson is a contest. Uh, Williamson really did well against him in the ODI series when India toured there last time. So he's one batsman who found the way to hit a lot of sixes of Jasprit Bumrah also last time. So key contest that Bumrah versus Williamson.
It is a key contest, and Bumrah likes picking up those big wickets. But won't be easy. I foresee Kane Williamson kind of being steady,
Hmm.
not taking too many chances here. I think his role in this team tonight will be what Australia attempted with Steve Smith. Just look for the ones, play it, take it long, while the other stroke makers throw
Bat
their
around.
bats around. And there's players there. There's lots of firepower there in the New Zealand rank. So I think Kane Williamson will get runs, but it won't be a blazing innings. It'll be more like a 120 strike rate, 40 runs or 50 runs. So that's what I'm looking from Kane Williamson.
Okay. Before I ask you for which team are you going to favor, I wanted to just ask you quickly about a stat, Arun. There has been a lot of last three four days. We've seen the lower order hitters finally coming to starting to get those sixes out. We saw Nicholas Puran come and blaze away a few. We saw Jason Holder hit a few. Yesterday, David Miller finished off those matches.
Asif Ali.
Asif Ali coming and finishing off games with those sixes. Yesterday, Josh Butler finally came back to the party and started hitting a lot of sixes. So I think the batters have now started to get a feel of how the wickets are. Very, very crucial for India. Then that Ravinder Jadeja, Hardik Pandya, Rishabh Pant. Rishabh actually started off well in the first match. So these three become so crucial now with the hitting abilities that they have, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. India need to finish well. Why, it's only 20 overs, Akhil. You need to start well. You need to finish well. But you're right. It's about landing those knockout punches, knockout blows, and India need at least two of those three to come good. Could be Ravindra Jadeja, could be Rishabh Pant, could be Hardik Pandya. So their role becomes really crucial, and also given the fact that they're left-handers, and the skewed boundaries on one side, they will all have the opportunity. At least one of them will have the opportunity every over. It could be Rishabh Pant or Ravindra Jadeja in one over. It could be Hardik Pandya another. So whoever is batting needs to find those boundaries, and in that particular over where the boundary is closer, they need to capitalize on it.
Okay, fantastic. So in our hearts, we know we are supporting India. But now tell me as a stats man, tell me clearly what do the stats say and what does the mind say for today's game, India versus New Zealand?
The mind is also saying India, Akhil. Just looking man to man, I think India are a far better team. They've got better bowlers. I know Shami had a bad day, and all that happened on social media is really sad. We won't talk about it.
Hmm.
But Shami can work his magic with the ball. Bumrah obviously is a class bowler, world class bowler. Ravindra Jadeja needs to be used smartly, and then the two spinners. Kiwis will struggle against spin, Akhil. I've got this again. One stat. Uh, Kiwis. It's also reflective of the conditions that the Kiwis have played in. But if you look
Yeah.
at what they've scored against spin, it's just over run a ball. I mean, the number
Hmm.
of wickets they've lost to pace and spin is pretty much similar. It's 45 against 41, but look at the run rate. Against the quicks, they go at 8.79. Against the spinners, it's just over run a ball. So I'm expecting Ashwin and Varun Chakravarti and Jadeja will cause a lot of grief. and therefore I think it will be India tonight. It's also good for the. It's also important for the competition, Akhil.
It's very important, and but you're saying Ashwin will get a game today? We'll go. India will go in with three spinners.
I think Ashwin should get a game. I'd like to see Ashwin get a game.
Ashwin
We'll
instead
see
of
how that pans
Bhuvaneshwar.
out.
Okay, so Arun is seeing three spinners. In our hearts and in our mind, both. Even I'm going with Arun. I'm seeing India. It's been a while since they are the showstoppers of world cricket. They are playing after a while, so don't write them off so easily. It's just been one game. Uh, India will be back with a fury. They'll want to come and prove that they are the best team in the world. So India for us today. We'll be back again at Time Out with Sports Adda to talk more about the games going ahead. Stay with us.